I want to ask the Nigerian government, the Nigerian leaders, the Nigerian politicians and their supporters. These questions belongs to you. Please tell me, the natural resources that Nigeria is being blessed with by nature, the loan upon loan upon loan that we borrow in this country, the revenue that is internally generated in Nigeria, where are these money going to? What are they being used for? See, from the news I'm about to break now, it is obvious that the Nigerian government are failing in infrastructural development and in human development. So what are they now doing with this money? Before I even start, look at this news I'm displaying here. Most of you must have seen this. It's trending recently. A retired DSP complains about 1.7 million naira gratuity being paid to a police retired officer and a 40,000 naira pension after 35 years of active service. And I ask myself, is that fair? Is that a normal thing to do? For someone who have risked their lives to serve the country for 35 years. After 35 years, you say, take 1.7 million as gratuity. To do what? To do what now? The Nigerian government, the leaders of Nigerian government, the people in charge of this atrocity, how much do you spend on your dogs per week? I don't want to say per month, per week. Most of you spend more than this on your dogs. Then 40,000 naira pension per month. To do what? For a man that has family, you are paying them 40,000 naira in 30 days. To do what now? The 1.7 million gratuity, was it enough for him to establish anything? So what do you, I don't understand. Okay, to add to this, I have a video, I'm bringing it now. This, because even the DSP complaining that 1.7 million came for gratuity, 40,000 monthly, yours is even good. Now there is a video I'm bringing in now. These are military personnel who confess not to have been paid a dime since they retired in 1979. Now, here is the video. Let's watch it and I'll be right back.
Elder Adebayo, when did you retire from the army?
I retired in 1979.
1979?
April 1979.
When did you retire from the army?
I retired from 1979, October 1979.
79. So, did you hear of the president's directive that all retirees should be paid?
Yes, sir. We heard of it.
Have you been contacted by the military authorities?
At all. Nobody contacted us. And this is exactly what they have been doing for long. This is not the first time.
What is not the first time? This is not the first time the president will issue directive.
Yes. And they will not follow it. They will neglect us.
Yes.
In the year 2007.
Yes.
In the year 2007.
Yes.
President Yaradua gave such instruction.
Yes.
After the verification we did by then, I have the papers here. He gave the instruction. But unfortunately, the man died two months later. After the death, we were informed to come to Odogbo Cantonment at Ibadan.
Okay.
To be told that all the computers used get burnt. Then I asked the officer, if it is true the computer get burnt, what of the master list?
Don't you have a backup?
He said he doesn't know anything about computer. What he was told to inform us is what he was telling us. Then I said, okay, assume the computer get burnt and you cannot lay your hands on the master list. Can't we have another verification? He said he cannot tell us. And that was the end.
Is it that since you retired in 79, you have not gotten one kobo or the money?
Kobo, nothing
paid.
That's
since 79.
79, the money they give.
Years now.
79, the money they give us they give us money to pack away from the barrack. That was 900 and they give me 930 something naira. That was that time.
Less
to
than
pack
1,000.
away. Yes. To pack away from barrack. That is.
Did you retire or were you dismissed?
No.
Dismissed.
We retired with a voluntary discharge. We have our certificate. Everything is complete.
So that was the video. Well, I'm sure you heard them loud and clear. Those were two elderly men who claimed to have been retired since 1979 and have since then not gotten a dime. The only time they attempted being paid was during the reign of Yaradua, but unfortunately, death culture the whole thing. And since then, they be completely ignored. Imagine the other time I said Yaradua in his grave, still better than all the past and living presidents. Somebody think I was drunk. Now, before I go into details, let me send message to those that will come to my comment section as always. I don't know whether you are being paid or it's just as a result of your own sheer ignorance and stupidity to accuse me of always peddling fake bad news. I'm sure you know that Nigeria really do not have so much of good news to say. I can't remember any. So the rot is our problem, and I will definitely talk about it. That is what I'm doing. Now, you tell me, how are these not bad in our society? A police officer, a uniformed man, face danger for 35 years. Then when they are retired, you give them 1.7 million for those you want to give, and then 40,000 for gratuity. Then for some, nothing at all. And we think we have a society. We think we have a society. And to the military men, to every uniformed man, I want you to take a look at this video and learn. When Nigerians come to say, when anybody in Nigeria, a group of person or an individual raises their voice or come together to make a move to make Nigeria a sane and better society, these same you are the tools and instruments being used by these Lucifers to stop us. Now look at what they are doing to you. For every policeman serving, for every military man serving, have it in mind that for as long as Nigeria remains like this is how you will end. You will serve all your life, take all the risk, and at the end of the day, nothing for you. So when Nigerians say we want to hit the streets, or when an individual speak and they are commanding you to go after these people speaking for you, most of now they use una sense. I understand that those at the top command those at the lower service, and those one below have no option than to obey. But to me, I will resign from a job that cannot take care of me now and in the future than just being there for being sick. And this is exactly why these military men, these uniform men, are extraordinarily corrupt. You see them on the highway begging and you blame them. Which Nigeria can survive with 40,000 naira in a month after retirement? The 1.7 million naira gratuity in the first place is rubbish. What about those that are not even being paid at all? What becomes of them? The society is so bad. The millions of gullible Nigerians don't even know how bad this society is. So we've taken it upon ourselves to enlighten them. And the best some of them, or most of them, should do is to support us. And then let's come together, unite, and see how we can fight this horror in our land. If this continues like this, everybody will definitely have a fair share. In one way or the other, it will get to you. I rest my case.